Good afternoon, traders, and welcome to the Blue Line Metals Edge here for Tuesday, August 23rd. I'm Phillip Streible, Chief Market Strategist at Blue Line Futures. If you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe to our videos. And if you need any additional information, be sure to go to www.bluelinefutures.com. Check out a free 2-week trial of our research here. Got a number of different reports that we can send out to you. Plus, if you're trading the ags, a lot of movement in agricultural markets today, so check out the Grain Express. Now, getting in the markets today, a couple of big key market moving headlines. First was OPEC. There's a lot of talk with this Iran deal looming that OPEC is actually going to start to cut some of their production in order to balance out with Iran coming back online and adding some more supply out there. So you're seeing oil prices shoot up about 3% today. Look at the chart right here. You can see that the run-up up 378 right now. Big move higher here. So here's your 50-day moving average, 95.80. Stochastics are pushing back up. You might actually get a nice buy signal on the trading system for a trend. Otherwise, when you get into trading systems, if they're trend following, this type of action usually stays neutral or it gets chopped up. So you got to watch out. You got to be able to identify that. Is it that trending market? Are you getting a strength in that trend, either on the upside or the downside? So we need this DMI plus to cross over minus. We need ADX to turn up. Continue to have these stochastics move higher. Probably retest this 50-day moving average and break out above it. I think that'd be a real nice signal for the oil market. Now, getting into this week's focus, a lot of economic data coming out throughout the week. You could always use Forex Factory. They'll give you the breakdown. They'll also give you the chart pattern on it. You can see if it's sloping aggressively or is it contracting aggressively. So a lot of mixed data on the PMIs, mostly weaker. There were some points here and there where it was better. Big key reversal on the dollar index today. If you look on the chart pulling down, I think that this was really the big mover here, was that you get the dollar index on this chart. Here's your daily chart, pushing up, but against this double top right here. The dollar, as the day went on, it broke down pretty hard. You had the euro currency get into the 99, so broke below par as well. You saw a little bit stronger data out of the U.S. That really reversed things, because they'll think it was weaker data. You get the weaker data out, they think that the Fed won't be as hawkish. Now, at the end of the week, we do have that Jackson Hole meeting. You'll look at that Fed watch tool. Pretty much in line. I think it's going to bounce around that throughout the week. And then it'll probably next week would be when you really want to see and try and position yourself on that forward guidance of the Fed watch tool. I updated all the different commitment to traders reports for you guys. I don't need to go into all of it. You can just click on them. It'll pop up. It'll tell you where they're at on the 4 different products that we're tracking on here. Also, if you look at a couple things here, it was a dollar flip to bullish trend and it's pressuring global economies. However, that has come off. Softening investment and physical demand due to the global slowdown. That's been on the metals markets. ETF holdings, big outflows going on in the metals. So you got to watch out. There were a lot of people that panicked on this sell-off, and they just kept liquidating as we went down. So a lot of chatter out there that we might retest this bottom here, 1685. Here's your key level of resistance. Need to see it close above there in order to reignite this bull trend. So if you're going to play this at a downside, just be cautious and just slowly scale into that market. You really don't want to see this close below the 1685, and identified before, you don't want to see it close below this level either. So same thing with silver. Chart looks pretty similar out there. One of the outliers is that copper market. Copper's been kind of pushing up, and that chart's gaining just a touch here. So not sure what's going on there. Might have to dig into some of the LME stockpiles, things like that. See if they're continuing to decline. See if China's providing some more stimulus. We are running an Excel file that's pulling the data for copper, and it's going to give a nice chart on how those stockpiles are going. So we'll try and incorporate that into this particular research report. And then, looking at a couple of the other markets, again, like I said, silver reversing off its lows. You're going to go long, put a stop below this low on a closing basis. Here's that copper market pushing out to the upside. It's really consolidated well above that 50-day moving average. Platinum got beat up a bit, went a little bit farther than we thought. I thought it would have held around this 904 to 900. Hopefully we can build off of this bottom here and we can see this start to contract. We'll see the stochastics turn back up, start consolidating and moving higher. A lot of it's going to be on the data going forward. And then U.S. equities, very volatile, like really volatile. You know, it gets to these points where you see the NASDAQ shoot up 100 points and then it pulls back. It goes negative on the day. You know, you got to be cautious in there. If you're going to use tight stops, you're going to get chopped up. So, you know, be real cautious in there. You know, consider some of the shorter dated options. This S&P pattern to me looks like it's going to form a head and shoulders and we'll end up going down to 4,000. That's just what I think. It looks like a good setup, a good probable setup there. You get this close below, you know, 40.75, you might see that quick wash out to there. Then it might capitulate around this 50-day moving average. So, you know, a couple things to keep an eye on here. If you have any questions, futures option trading, you want to see this report, if you want me to shoot it out to you every day, you know, there's a lot of stuff in it, and we're going to continue to build on it, all your expiration dates and things like that. Just shoot me a call, 312-858-7303. Remember, futures and option trading does involve risk of loss. May not be suitable to all investors. Good luck, good trading.